Dearest love, I have always wondered how these things work, and watching that clip told me what I had always been wondering about. Just one man, but because of money, he was the king and authority, and he had five well-built guys following him with guns and terrorizing the whole community. This time, this man who was not so big, but because of his riches had so much power, was beating up an elderly woman. One of the ways he kept people in check, being rough and putting people under subjection with fear. This time, one young man rushed to the aid of the elderly woman who was on the ground being kicked by this man. This young man just rushed in and without thinking just gave a big blow to this man that he ended up on the ground. Everyone had thought he was a god, and now seeing him on his buttocks made people see he was beatable. His five goons tried to come to his aid, but when they tried to go for their guns and saw the people rushing them, they knew they could only shoot one or two before they are brutally lynched, and so they just turned round and fled, leaving the man struggling to get up, and the people rushed on him and started beating him. It was the old lady, much respected in the town, who kept shouting at the people to stop before they stopped beating this man. But they marched him to his house and took his guns, and all his goons left him. It was like a movie, and yet reality, as the once mighty in the town was now made a nobody because the people got fed up with being afraid and stood up for themselves, led by the bravery of one young man. The world is filled with many who seek money and power just so they, by fear, can put others into bondage. Such is it that even in the church, some seek power just so they can lord it over others. But the Lord has cautioned. I tell you, use worldly wealth to make friends for yourselves, so that when it is gone, you will welcome you into eternal dwellings. Whoever is faithful with very little will also be faithful with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. Luke chapter 16, verse 9 to 10. Also remember, the greatest among you shall be your servant, for whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. Matthew chapter 23, verse 11 and 12. Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. Okay.